This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, verse 20. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. Brother Samak from the GMS Miami Camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, verse 20, is that I came across two articles speaking about the same thing regarding biometrics being rolled out to third world countries. This article right here, the APA News, you have the 9th annual general meeting for the ID for Africa, okay? And this is being kicked off in the capital of Ethiopia, all right? And what all these countries in Africa are doing, they're working on a digital identity system for the whole continent, okay? So you already know where this is leading to. This is leading to the RFID chip, the MOTB, all right, the mark of the beast, okay? And this is something we here at Great Millstone, starting with our apostle elders on down, have been saying, all right, over and over again, like a broken record, a beautiful broken record, because this is the main prophecy, all right, that needs to come to pass in order for us to get up out of here. This is why we keep talking about, all right, this prophecy over and over again, like a broken record. But it's a beautiful broken record, all right? Because we're not getting out of here until this device is made mandatory, all right? But you can clearly see that these third world countries are working on this technology, all right, to implement the MOTB, okay? These are these devices, all right? And major peril is coming to those that take this device, all right? The MOTB, the RFID chip. So let's go into the other article because InfoWars breaks it down, all right, straight to the point, okay? And, this is the year 2025, the hopeful year of our deliverance and the judgment and destruction on Esau, Edom, all right? And Lord willing, they push this device, all right, this technology out this year, okay? If not, then next year, all right? But it's coming. There's no stopping it, all right? That RFID chip, that mark of the beast is coming. You're not going to escape it no matter where you go because they're working on the third world countries. Because the first world countries are already set up. It's now these third world countries that have to be upgraded, all right, like these first world countries regarding this technology. And this is why this is why the focus is on these third world countries. So third world countries continue to rolling out digital biometric IDs as ID for Africa agenda is underway. One inherent danger of biometric identification is that the data cannot be altered if compromised, such as with a database hack. They want to hack those that are not compliant or obedient, all right, to the NWO, okay? And that's why they're setting us all up for a total control, all right? You're going to be obedient, and if not, they turn off your chip. Another danger is that the biometric data, such as fingerprints, could be copied and left on the staged crime scene, implicating target individuals. Facial recognition images could be fed into AI software to create fake surveillance camera video of a targeted individual conducting a crime. Yup. Deep fakes. But hey, this is the devil we're dealing with. Okay? These are these devices. All right. That's why you can't be ignorant to Satan's devices. Let me get that. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Let's get deep. Let's get some, let's pull out some words. All right, let's go to the word ignorant. Ag no eo. Let's see how Esau pronounces it.
Strong's G50. Agnaeo. Agnaeo.
Agnaeo. So that's how Esau pronounces it, okay? And it means to be ignorant, not to know, not to understand, unknown. All right, so there you go. All right, so you cannot ignore or not know what's coming. All right, because that means that you have been deceived. All right, by this devil. All right, Esau Edom, which is the spirit, the physical counterpart, of Satan. Okay, you have the spiritual Satan, all right, who works for the heavenly Father, and then you have a physical Satan on earth, all right, doing the bidding of spiritual Satan, and that's these Edomites, these so-called white people. All right, starting with the elites, the Illuminati, right? Now let's go to devices. Let's see what how this is pronounced.
Strong's G 3540. Naima. Naima.
Naima, which means a thought, an evil purpose. There you go. All right. What's that evil purpose? All right. Total control. Take this device, put it in your skin, in your right hand or in your forehead. All right. So that they have total control. Okay. And if you buck up against them, they shut your chip down. All right. Or hack. Okay. Hack your chip. There you go. Okay. That's why you can't be ignorant of Satan's devices. So read that one more time. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. There you go. So let's continue reading. It says, numerous third world countries are continuing the global push of implementing biometric identification systems for their citizens and incorporate these systems into digital ID smartphones, right? Okay, and this is how it's going to start off. All right, that's why they made sure that everyone has a cell phone in their hand. All right, but something's going to happen in the near future where they're going to say no more cell phones. Okay, it's time to take a brain chip. All right, that's why you got articles saying are smartphones obsolete, headed for the tech graveyard. Excuse me, futuristic fantasies. Who needs a phone when you've got a brain chip? Okay, like this individual right here. Okay, he's got the Neuralink inside of him. Okay. All right. Now they're basically how they're selling this. They're first hitting those that are disabled, the paraplegics. All right. These are these miracles. Let me get Revelation 13. Let's get to the point. I'll start out at Revelation chapter 13, verse 11, but the point is in 13. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, right? It's talking about America, Babylon the Great. And he had two horns like a lamb, right? A two political party system, okay? Republican, Democrats, and those two party systems or two factions goes all the way back to ancient Rome, all right? The plebeians and the patricians. Okay, so nothing new under the sun, because America is the extended, revised Roman Empire. Okay, and as well as all these other Western countries. All right, because they pushed the deadly wound that was healed, but America's at the helm of it. And he spake as a dragon, right? Spake as a dragon with these draconian laws, which again, All right, major things are about to happen where they're going to force you, all right, to take these this device, all right, and you clearly see. Look at these third world countries. They're being pushed into these biometric identification systems. Okay, it's becoming mandatory. All right, and again, America is at the helm of it. America is behind this. All right, along with the uh, the various Western countries. All right, so let's go back. All right, so spake as a dragon these draconian measures. 12, and he excised all the power of the first beast before him. Right, it's talking about ancient Rome, and he caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Again, ancient Rome. Okay, and America is at the helm of it. That pushes the ancient Roman ways, the ancient Roman customs. Okay, but here's the point. 13, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the inside of man. Right. So no, the point is actually in 14. But hey, this is good too. Um, this is how you know America has the technology, because they were the ones that were dropping atom bombs on Japan. All right, killed hundreds and thousands of people. All right, that's that fire coming down from heaven. 14. Here's the point. This is what I meant, not 13, 14. And he deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had the power to do in the sight of the beast. You see? Okay? And these are these miracles, but really, these are these devices that are going to bring in the peril. Okay? But to people's eyes, you know, when they see this, those that don't have spiritual eyes are going to be like, oh, this is a good thing. This is a good thing. He's being helped. Okay, and you're going to see the religious sects throughout the world saying, oh, this is a gift from quote unquote God, which is all right. They're twisting the scriptures, because the Lord Ben said those that take it are going to die by fire. Okay, but these are these miracles. Okay, and it's being pushed mainly here out of America, because America is at the helm of cultural influence, all right, and the philosophy that wine. Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, right, the ancient Roman ways, which had the wound by a sword and did live, right, okay, and it's no coincidence that now you even have the Pope Leo the 14th coming out of Chicago, which is in America, Babylon the Great. So you got to keep watch, keep eyes on that the Vatican, that Pope, because they're going to be I believe through the Spirit they're going to be the main pushers of this technology onto the masses, saying this is a good thing. All right, it comes from God, deceiving. All right, deceiving the world. So let's keep reading. So I wanted to bring that out. Lessons within lessons. Apps for increased tracking ability. So let's start up here. Numerous third world countries are continuing the global push of implementing biometric identification systems for their citizens and incorporate their systems into digital ID smart apps for increased tracking abilities. Behind this push are globalist organizations such as the World Bank and the World Economic Forum. There you go. These are these Western countries. And again, Babylon the Great America is at the helm of this, all right? Notably, a digital ID app could be theoretically shut off if the user fails to meet specific requirements. Again, these devices which are going to bring in that peril. Oh, if you don't meet requirements to shut off your chip, such as the you-know-what update schedules, although this has not happened yet, right? but it's coming. Okay, it is coming. So right here it says the ID4 Africa event going on between May 20th and May 23rd in Ethiopia unites the global identity community to advance the ID4D agenda and to explore how digital identity and online services can support Africa's social economic development and individual empowerment. Meaning, okay, total control. All right, because see, they're gonna paint it like it's a good thing, but it's all about control and tyranny. All right, and oppression. Language on the site says that stakeholders are able to attend the event. The word stakeholder likely referring the new globalist economy of stakeholder capitalism that the World Economic Forum promotes. Yup. Okay. See, it's these Western countries, all right, that are pushing this. Uh, Mainly the Western countries that are at the helm of it. All right, start with America, Babylon the Great, that are pushing this technology onto the world. Okay, but all these countries are in agreement. Okay, that's why there's no escaping. That's the point. There's no escaping. The ID4D agenda is an operation by the World Bank to roll out digital identification systems globally to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. All right, that's again, we here at Great Millstone to the Spare Power Yabash Melsha, we've been bringing this out over and over again. All right, which are part of the United Nations Agenda 2030 plans for world government. Right, and that's why me speaking as a man, I don't see us going beyond 2030. Okay, because of this, the Agenda 2030 plan. I will be very surprised that we go beyond 2030. Okay, and I think they're going to bring this in sooner because all this information is being brought out. Okay, people are waking up, so they're going to have to move fast. Okay, something's going to happen where they're going to have to. I believe through the spirit, they're going to have to move quicker than Agenda 2030. All right. But once again, the elites have an Agenda 30 plan for world government, sustainable development goals. And part of it is to get everybody into this digital grid. Okay? So we here at Great Millstone to Spring Party Yabash Melchai, we've been saying this. So you pseudo Hebrew Israelite camps, all right, you got a lot of explaining to do. Okay? And your congregation is about to be very upset with y'all. According to ID4D data set, approximately 850 million people lack official ID, and 3.3 billion do not have access to digital ID for official transactions online. This is why they want everyone to have a cell phone, okay? Because it's an easy way for them to have an ID and to do transactions. The ID4D initiative, but let me slow down here. My mind's speaking fast. Let me slow down. But, there's going to be a time where they're going to say no cell phones. You're going to need this device in your brain, these miracles, okay? They're going to say no more of this, okay? It's time to get a device that goes into your brain, something like this, okay? Apple's working with a company, Synchron, on a brain implant, okay? So that they can use their Apple phone, all right, along with the device that's implanted in the brain, and they're working with a brain implant company known as Synchron. Look into that. All right, Apple's just working on the logistics of it. All right, with that company, because Apple can distribute it out to the masses because they're everywhere. Apple has companies everywhere. Okay, so Synchron will definitely want to work with Apple on the logistics end to be able to distribute this technology on a global scale. All right, but the point is, cell phones are about to be obsolete real soon, real soon. What y'all gonna do then? Let's go back. I want to read this part right here. So in addition to Ghana, Venezuela, Ivory Coast, Edo State, Nigeria, and Iraq, which take biometrics of voters, a number of other third world countries are now implementing systems which are wider reaching both scope and use of calls. Right. So you even got, okay, these third world countries that are working on biometrics. So when the scriptures say, okay, he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, all right? There's no getting around it. It's talking about this technology, all right? The RFID chip, the MOTB. Now let me bring this out. Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. All right? The hour of temptation. And the Lord's going to keep his elect that were guarding his word. All right? Because when you go into that word, kept is terio, which means to attend to carefully, take care of, to guard, right? And we were guarding the Lord's word by constantly bringing out this prophecy and telling our people that if you take this device, all right, you're going to be destroyed. All right, this is the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, which shall come upon the whole world. There again, the whole world. Look, look, look. Africa. Go, 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 go. Africa. Jamie Foxx show. If you haven't watched it, you should watch it. Okay? Even in Africa, they're working on pushing this technology onto their citizens. Okay? And not just Africa, the whole world. The whole world. So, I mean, come on. It's not that. And then if you didn't understand world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Again. Okay? Saying the same thing. All right? Earth. When you go into the word earth in the Greek, it should be geo. This is where you get, this is where you get geo from. Geo. All right? The ground, the earth as a standing place. There you go. The earth as a whole. Gia, or Gia, or Gia. Okay? So there you go. So, Lord willing is less edifying. Hey, these devices are coming in. Major Peril is going to happen. All right, for those that go along and take that main device, the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. All right, but you're seeing the buildup. Okay, you're seeing the buildup, and a major peril is coming to those that that take this this digital all. All right, that take this the major device, the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. Major peril is coming. Okay, but it's here. There's no getting around it. There is no getting around it. Okay. Right now they're working on getting physical cash out of the system. They're all working on stable coins and CBDCs. This is from the OMFIF. Okay. So these are the major banking institutions, from the central banks and the corporate banks like Chase, working together to push this technology out. Okay. So once they get the cash out, everybody's using their cell phones. All right, then something's gonna happen. We're like, no more cell phones. It's time to take a brain chip. All right, and this is why we're telling our people it's high time to wake up out of sleep. All right, we're almost out of here. All right, and if you take this device, you're gonna perish. In fact, let's finish this off. 2nd Esdras chapter 9 verse 20. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it. 21. And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster and a plant of a great people. Right, this is talking about the Lord's people. Start with the elect, because they're going to be kept. Okay, they're going to be kept from the great peril. 22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. Right. You 2/3 were born in vain, and the bulk of you heathens, all right, A lot of y'all going to perish. Okay? And let my grape be kept and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. Right? This is talking about the elect of the nation Israel. Okay? They're going to be kept. The Lord is going to keep them. All right? But the bulk of our people, you 2/3 here in Babylon the Great, you're gonna die. You heathens dwelling here in America, you're gonna perish. All right, and a lot of you heathens outside of America, a lot of y'all gonna perish. All right, and then those that were saved, you're going into slavery. So So with that, I want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth to sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep adoring, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying, pray without ceasing, pray for each other, pray for the apostle elders. As you can see, we're almost out of here, man. Things are moving fast. Okay? Hey, either way, we only got a matter of months. If they go along with their timeline, 2030 is not that far away. But I believe through the Spirit, they're going to move faster than that. Something's going to happen because too many people are waking up, all right? People are catching on, so they're going to have to move quick. So they're going to have to cut down their time frame. The devil knows he has a short time. So we'll see. All right, but we're close. To the fuses that are watching, keep studying when you pray, pray, cover, shalom.